Greetings, starseeds and lightworkers. It's Ava Ora here, back again for another Monday Q&A. And we have great questions coming your way for a while. So we have been away for a while. We're back, and I'm so glad to be with you all again here. We've got a question here from Joelle, and she asks, I'm just going to read the whole thing. It's a little longer, but it gives the context of the thought process, which I think is a really good kind of grist for the mill for conversation for today. She says, if everything happens now, past, present, and future in this moment, and if we're aiming to reunite with Source, then we are also in this moment already reunited with Source. So basically, not only Earth is a game, but also all other realities, realms, dimensions are kind of a game, because there is still some kind of separation. We think beings from dimension 12, for example, will ascend to dimension 13 at some point, like we're doing here now from 3, 4, 5, and so on, until we all reunite with God, which should be now at this moment. Is that true? Thank you, Joelle, for this really great question. I really hear your heart in it, and I'm really curious to hear what DiYeena has to say about this. So for those who are new here, welcome to the channel. I am a trance channel that channels DiYeena, the Pleiadian, from the Pleiadian family. And so here we just get to come and ask questions and hear from her what she has to say about this topic. So if you haven't already, like this channel, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really helps, and feel free to leave your comments below. DiYeena has been doing this thing, so for those of you, we'll be moving forward here. She's been asking for Earth, and those of you that catch some of the longer things that we do, like in the membership and things like that, you'll know that we sip the Earth together with DiYeena to have the circuitry. So I have my tea here for her, and you'll want to have your tea for these events too, because she's probably, now that I have it ready for her, going to want to drink it. So I'm going to go ahead and go right out and put you in touch with DiYeena from the Pleiadian family and see what she has to say for this question about dimensions and time and everything happening all at the same time. It's going to be great. All right, here we go. Greetings, this is DiYeena. Of the Pleiadian family, we like to say to bring the love. You see, we like to do love first, you see. And then also to say, yes, we will drink to the life, you see, like we like to say. So we have a hot beverage here, so we're going to do our job to be very careful, you see. But if you have one too, you see, this is very good to do together, you see. Why? Okay, we'll do it. We'll explain it all here, and then we'll get to the question, because this is important. This is important, you see. So we're not just shooting the shit, you see, or having a little cup of tea together for no good reason, you see. It's for all the good reasons. It's for all the good reasons, you see. Here it's the good reasons, you see. So we are drinking together. Whatever you are drinking, you have to understand what is happening here. You are taking in the elements, you see. You are taking in the water, right? You're taking in the water. You are taking in the plant life, you see. The leaves, the roots, the fruits, whatever you are drinking, you are taking in part of Mother Earth's body, you see. So you are taking in the earth and the water. Into what? Into your body. What is your body? Mainly earth and water, you see. We have the air and the fire to animate as well, you see. These are the elements, you see, of the matter that you are made of, you see, in a big way, you see. And it contains all, but we're just focusing on these two, because what happens then, the water, which is multidimensional, you see, can really transcend dimensions, you see, is really allowing us to open into circuitry together in all the different worlds, all the different ways, you see. So we're able to join in consciousness, sitting around the astral round table, you could say, you see, coming together, heart to heart, you see, heart to heart. So no matter how far apart we are all over the world, we're coming together in this moment of community. And since we do not have any time, and this is kind of the question, you see, but we'll get to it, you see, but because we're not bound by the time, you see, even if we choose to experience it from that perspective, which is what you're all doing, you see, perceiving time, you see, very fun some days. Okay, so you're perceiving the time, you see, but you are not limited by it, you see. So now, no matter what time you are watching this, whether you're watching it now, whether you're watching it a year from now, which is also now, you see, whenever you're watching it is now. So that should give you a clue about time, you see. Well, that's a thinker, you see. Anyway, okay, so here we are. We're here together, drinking the drinks together. And then the other important part to this, which is really the work for all of you, which is not so easy to do for some of you, you see, because of the worlds we have created for ourselves that separate us from our mother Earth, you see. We are meant to live more in harmony with her. We're meant to live on her body, you see, on the land, you see. Really working with her, growing food with her, you see, really building our homes with her, you see, really being in right relationship with her, you see. And so some of us are doing that, homesteading, things like this. We're very connected. Others of us living in the cities, living in the tall buildings, you see, not very connected, you see. Some of us somewhere in the middle, you see. Okay, so the point though is really that when you are drinking tea, ideally, you are drinking a moment of a relationship you have developed with the earth and with a particular plant on the earth that you have been chosen to steward, to be in relation with, you see. So you go in your backyard, you pick the herbs that you help to grow and to nurture, you see, to tend to. You put them in your little cup with the water that goes all over the place, you see, and then all of a sudden you have a multidimensional cup in a bowl, in a glass, you see, to drink, you see. Whoa, you see. But you're also really deeply communing in. You're rooting in. So you're not just going up, 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 out, out, out. You are rooting down, 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 you see. So it allows us to go both ways, you see. So this is a really key point that we have never actually said about it before. You see, the importance of the water and the earth is that you root down to expand, you see. Both are necessary. And that is really meant for us as circuitry within the points of Mother Earth's body that we are meant to live and be stronger and stronger in our field by our relationship with her, you see. So when we drink the things we make from her body, you see, then that is a way to strengthen our field, our auric field and our connection with the earth, you see, so that we can root down, so that we can expand, you see. So that is the way we kind of go in both directions there, you see. So all that said, we do cheers to the life, cheers to the love, you see. So here we are, sip, sip, together. You see, sometimes DiYeena go on the podcast, they do not like that very much. You see, all these noises, you see, they do not like too much. But we are this is our own show. This is DiYeena show, so we do what we want, you see. So we're going to drink another sip. Very good, you see. So we apologize for any of the ones that have the that horrible trauma disease, we'll call it like that. My misophonia, something like this, you see, where you have the sounds, you see. We apologize because we have friends like that, you see, and it's not fun. It's not fun, you see. So those of you that do not know what we are talking about, nothing missed, you see. But those that do, thank you, DiYeena, for seeing me. It's a really big deal. Nobody knows about it. It's really hard to talk about. We get you. We see you. Okay, so there we go. We've had a little digress, but we come back to the question at hand, you see. So you want to know about the time and how we can have all this happening at once. And then we're still very much not having it all happen at once, because look at where we are. Look at how much we get to see, you see. So here we are, third dimension, fourth dimension. Some of us maybe peeking our head out to the other dimensions, having some experiences, you see. But what is really happening here? And what's really all this talk about the 13th dimension, 30 dimension, all these things, infinite dimensions in both directions? How can we have all this going on at the same time? How's it possible? Well, it is. Here is the thing. You are so spectacular in your makeup that you are able to have all of these versions of yourself all over the place, you see, and put your awareness where you choose, you see. And all of it's still happening at now, you see. So you are right in your, you get to the point, my dear Joelle. You have got to the point of it all where you're like, is this true? Yes, it's true, you see. And it cannot make sense in the mind, you see, because the mind is limited, you see, to dimensionality of 4, you see. So there you go, you see. So then already you are much beyond that, you see. So we have to be willing to have these conversations in the heart and not stuck in the mind, you see, because the heart is a portal into these infinite worlds, infinite dimensions, you see. So there's a little secret for you. You see, you want to go everywhere, you go to the heart, you see. You want to go somewhere with a cap on it, you go to the mind, you see. This is your choice, you see. everyone has its purpose. Everything has its purpose, you see. So to have the mind is a very helpful tool in a dimension where you are limited by 3, you see. So then the mind has you curious, has you pondering all these 3s, you see, all the things that happen in 3. So the mind has its role, important job in here in this dimension. But then you try to go above the 3 and try to understand it or explain it with the mind. Well, this is where everybody gets all screwed up, you see. Gets all backwards, upside down. Everybody thinks they have the answer. Everybody thinks they have the truth, you see. And then they turn away all these other storytellers or information things that are going on that say something different than the truth that they have pinned down. Here's the thing about that, you see. You cannot pin down a truth, you see, because truth is as infinite as you are, you see. So you are only seeing the truth through your perspective, you see. You're looking at one of those disco balls, for example, with all those little things all over the ball, you see. You cannot see, if you are putting a pin on one side of it, you cannot see over here or over here, you see. You do not get the same perspective, you see. So no matter which part you are looking at of the whole, you see, you're getting a different angularity. If we're over here on the ball, the sun is shining, and over here it is shady, you see, well, then the truth over here is going to be very different than the truth over here, you see. And both are true. Both are true, you see. So this is a little bit of an idea of how we can have so many different perspectives or truths, and they all be true. They all be accurate, you see. They are accurate from the perspective that the holder is holding, you see. That is all, you see. It is not accurate necessarily from over here, you see. But we cannot invalidate the perspective that is over here. That is not the perspective we are holding, you see. So we all come with a unique angularity in fractalization of consciousness. So we have to be able to hold and honor all fractals because they're holding a different perspective. They're holding a different part, you see. So when we get to honor everyone for the part that they're holding, maybe we don't understand it, we don't agree with it, but we can see it, you see. Okay, there it is. I'm over here, so I can't see the full angularity of their perspective, so I do not get it. I do not get that. And I can say from this perspective that I do not agree with that perspective, you see. Because I'm not over there, I'm right here, you see. This is the life I have lived, these are the things I've gone through, so this is my truth, quote unquote. But you cannot pin down that truth and say, this is the truth. No, that is not true because that is your truth, you see, from your perspective. The truth from the bigger perspective is that all truths are. They are because they exist, you see. But no one perspective, no one truth is the be all end all, you see, the bee's knees. We're not quite sure what you guys think so much about the knees of the bees, you see, but apparently they are very great, you see. They do a lot of pollen collecting, you see. They do a lot of shake, getting everything going in the life, you see. So from that perspective, we get it, you see. But it's a funny saying, you see, but we like it. We like it. So it is the bee's knees, you see. So there you go. So you are from the third, going to all these things, but it is not quite the way the question worded, where you're going kind of like the elevator, up, you see, all of a sudden now you're at a new dimension, hanging out. Okay, 5, way to go 5. Okay, let's go up to 6, see what that's like. Okay, maybe try a different planet. Hey, Pleiades, how we doing? Okay, not much going on here. It's a lot of love, a lot of learning. Okay, not much polarity over here. Okay, got it. You see, going around. It is a little bit more, again, you have to understand that the concept of the time is not what you are perceiving here. So it's hard to have the conversation, but you really have to hold it bigger because it is all happening right now. You see, it is all happening right now. So you are experiencing all these different angularities and perspectives, all these different versions, all these different timelines of possibility in this now moment, you see. Now, in this particular moment, in this dimension, it appears as though there is linearity in time, you see. It is the angularity from which your soul has chosen to experience the life. So in this experience, all of a sudden, it seems like we have a past and the present moment, and we can do something in the future too. And so everything else must work in the same way. So all of the universe must have a past life, a present now, you see, and then future lives that we can go to next, you see. That's what it appears like because that is the perspective we are holding here. It's not so accurate when you get to a different angle, you see. We'll put it like that, you see. You'll see that it's all kind of happening right now. It's a pulse, you see. It's a moment, you see. It's a moment in time. You see, and then time, you see, it goes beyond, you see. So this is really the way, you see. So you expand more, and then what you'll realize is that all of this is happening, and it's a breath in the cycle of life, you see, at the same moment, you see. It's the dance and pulse of creation, the dance and pulse of all of consciousness, fractaling and experiencing. And so all that's happening is it's all there in the now, complete. You see, there's nothing to change, nothing to get to, nothing to ascend into, nothing like that, you see. Really, really, really. I know that pops a lot of bubbles, especially considering we have a whole community called the Pleiadian Light Ascension Yard. You see, well, that is not great news for what we just said. You see, oh goodness, so now we're in a pickle, you see. Okay, here we go. So you are really experiencing it all now, you see. There is nothing to ascend to because you're already there. Oh, that's a big bubble pop. Okay, so how? How is that possible? Again, you have to open the perspective through the heart, not the mind, through the heart, into who you already are, which is infinite in the creation, you see. And then you have the fractalization, your unique soul song coming through that in a very specific way, you see. So in this context, you see, everything's happening. All that is really shifting when you choose to experience another angularity of another version of your fractal, also called a timeline, also called a past life for many of you. You see things like this. All you're doing on a soul level is shifting the awareness to that timeline, to that moment in consciousness, where you have all these things playing out in the now moment, you see. So all you're doing is a conscious creator is choosing where to focus the energy, where to pinpoint in the moment, you see. So you're all choosing in this moment to pinpoint into this DiYeena on this thing called YouTube in this third dimension called Earth, you see. Wow, isn't that fascinating? That deserves another drink, you see. Cheers to that, you see. Of all the places we could be and do right now, we're all doing this together. Isn't that fascinating? It's very good news, you see. Well, that is a great story, you see. So this is a little bit, you see. So yes, we're not getting to God. We're not getting to God. We're not ascending to God. We're not evolving to God. We're not even remembering to God. We are it, you see. That's not everybody like that because of the religious connotation. You don't have to use the word, you see, but it is all here already, you see. We are doing our part, dancing with the creation of it all, you see. Having our angularity on the perspective. Having our angularity on the consciousness, which is giving us the perspective in this version that, wow, okay, well, there's time here, and there's some light and some dark here. You see, there's dimension, there's polarity, duality, all these things, you see. Go to another angularity, wow. Creation can also look this way, you see. So we go around and we experience on a soul level all these different versions of what is possible. Just to see, just to play, you see, just to play. So this is the point, especially in this perspective. You think that you have to do to get a result, to have a goal, to have an end point, you see. It's harder to really wrap your head around the fact that perhaps the consciousness really is a play. That it really is, when they got it right, the guru saying play of consciousness, you see. It is a play of consciousness. We are here to play. That is really the point, you see. The children know, you see, they have not forgotten. That's the point of it all. Time to play. Okay, what are we going to play? When you're in your pure essence of knowing, in your pure remembrance, that's all you want to do. Okay, who wants to come play, you see? It is fun like that, you see. So this is the way a little bit. So lighten it up a little bit. Know that you are really choosing to put your awareness on this timeline right now. So it must be very important. So see your life as a gift, you see. Cherish every breath, cherish every moment, cherish the ones in your life. Tell those in your life you love them, you see. Heal the wounds, heal the traumas, heal the relationships. Say you're sorry. Give forgiveness. Because you never know how much time we all have here, you see. Because this is a perspective where we have the time. You get a limited amount, you see, and you never know when that is up, you see. And then you're off to another angle of perspective, you see. So use it while you have it, you see. Use it while you have it, because it is a rare, cherished moment to have the opportunity to be in this particular angularity of perspective with some of your soul family that you love so dearly, that you travel with in many, many ways, you see. So give the love, Share the love, be the love, you see. It is important. It is important. So we hope that we have answered this question in some sort of roundabout way while having our little tea and drinking together. It's been very fun. And we will be back again very soon. We are hoping to continue to do this more often, you see, because we know how much you all love it, you see, and you all love it very much. So we love it too. We love it too. It's very good. Okay, well, blessings from the Pleiadian family. This is DiYeena, sending love and blessings that you all are able to really hold into the frequency of your heart, that you are all able to live from your heart, and to be all of who you are through the frequency of your heart, and share that love with everyone in your world. Blessings from the Pleiadians. I trust that message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And again, if you liked it, go ahead and share it with your friends, hit that subscribe button, and we will be back next week for even more episodes. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.